Okay. Okay, can you see me?
Yes.
And can you hear me well as well? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Can you see?
Yes,
yes, Gulnara. We
Right.
you can. I think here can you present Gulnara for our teachers, and we are going to start.
Yes.
All right.
Gulnara is sitting in Ireland right now, and she is manager in Google with a special support area for Norway. So she will take us through some of the more visionary stuff also that Google is working on right now, and hopefully this will be an inspiration for all the teachers listening to and to see what Google is working on at the time. So Gulnara, please take the focus and do your presentation. Thank you.
Hello. I'm very, very excited to be here today and meeting all the teachers, although virtually. I would really, really like to be there, but I will be some other time. So I'm very, very happy to use this opportunity to tell you a little bit about what Google is doing now for education, because obviously Google is a very large, it's a very big company, and we do many, many things. So I work in a group in the department that is actually specifically working with education. So this is why I'm going to speak about the things that Google is actually doing for education. So we have here on the screen, you see a few people who are actually working specifically for Norway. Google at Education is not a very, very big team, although Google is a very large team. Google for Education global team is not so large, but we still have like 4 people dedicated to work for Norway. And as you can see, so that's myself on the left, and then we have Vidar, who is a sales engineer sitting in Oslo, and we have Joel Solomons, who is sales engineer working for EMEA operation. He sits in London, and he will be joining later for the session where we will take your questions, because Vidar and himself are this technical specialist who will be able to answer some of the product questions you might have or any technical questions you might have. And then Christopher Conradi, who you probably many people could know as well. He also sits in Oslo. He's on a paternity leave. We're very happy for him. He's going to be a father 3rd time. So these are the people who are helping, who are kind of, we consider ourselves to be your team.
Gulnara, might I just say, well, hi, hello, hi.
Hello.
And we are seeing your speaker notes. So could you?
That's interesting. Okay, you're not supposed to. Right, you're okay now?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not supposed to be present, to be, but I need to look into it. Okay, so these are the things that I'm going to cover today. Brief overview of what Google for Education does, and then we'll talk a little bit in more detail about the new product that you might have heard about, which is Google Expeditions. And then another very, very new product that we're very excited about, which has been just recently launched. It's called Cast for Education. And then you probably very well know Google Forms, but we added a new feature quite recently, again, a very, very new feature, which is called Quizzes. And then I'm going to speak a little bit about what Google for Education professional development offer we have, because it's really, really important when we have so much technology built for education. It is important that there is a content, an online content available for teachers to learn. about this technology and how this technology is helping them to do teaching in the right way. So we in Google, we believe that the future lies obviously like with the children, right? And the children are will be building the future. And these professions that we can't even describe, probably don't even know what they're going to be about. But it is our children who are going to lead the way and build the future. But it is the children are children, no matter how technologically savvy they are, how good they are with technology, with all the devices that they have. They still need adults, and most importantly, they need their teachers to guide them on this journey, on how to use technology safely, how to use technology so that it works for them. So, and we really believe that it is the teachers that are fueling the future with the children. So the tools that Google have created, kind of, I put them into like 3 buckets here, because the technology should be actually helping the teachers to inspire the children and engage their students, while also technology should be helping the teachers to get things done, right? But we know that teachers have lots and lots of things to do, like there's some administration tasks as well, and they need to teach their students as well. And then there's big pressure as well on teachers to use technology as well, and to use this technology in the classroom. So we very well know how difficult the teacher job is. So we are trying to create tools and technology that is useful for the teachers, that is making their life a little bit easier, and also making the learning and the teaching more fun, and most importantly, it's more collaborative, because this is obviously where the future lies, and this is how learning is actually better, through collaboration, where students are working in project collaboratively together. The teacher is more free to kind of to go around the class, and it's not as formal as it used to be. So the products per se could be like software and hardware, obviously. The products that you know on the software side are going to know, for those schools that haven't yet rolled out, are Google Apps for Education, which is our productivity suite of tools like Gmail, like Calendar, your documents, your slides, all of that, Google Forms. And this is actually an enterprise grade level product that we're allowing for education for free, obviously, and totally free of advertising. So as I was saying, it is an enterprise grade product, and this is what we actually use in Google as well every day. And also, like for enterprises, the enterprises have to buy it. Well, for education, we're making it available for free. And also on the devices side, you probably, some of you already know, Google Chromebooks. These are devices that actually are changing the reality of the education now, because they are affordable, they're simple, they're easy to manage, and this is why they're actually making it easier for schools to purchase and put the device on a desk of every student and every teacher, because they're affordable and they do what they're supposed to do in teaching. So also, every day we're taking feedback from teachers and students. Believe it or not, for example, our flagship product, which we call like a remote control, so to speak, for in the classroom. It's called Google Classroom. So this product, like particularly like 2 people are actually looking every day at the feedback the live feedback that teachers and students are sending through the feedback button in the product. and they look at them every day. One of them is actually Zaki Axel. He's a mathematics teacher himself, so he has a teacher background. He knows what tools he actually are needed in the classroom as well. So they look at that feedback, and then they analyze it, and the most wanted features are actually being implemented. So the product, like Google Classroom, is being built every day. So lots of features are being added every day. And then obviously I'm going to cover a little bit, to speak a little bit about Google Expeditions, which is our new product that we are very happy with and very excited about. These are the three things already that I'm going to talk about in a little bit more detail. So let's talk about expeditions. So we have created this product because we believe that virtual reality is very, first of all, it's very interesting, it's very engaging, kids love it, and it is one of the we thought that this is our chance to actually engage, to create a product that would be more fun. It would be more addressing the underlooked sort of area of experiential learning, where the children are actually learning through doing, through being part of something, not, for example, like sitting in front of the video, for example, and just passively watching a video, or maybe looking at the textbook where they're just quite passive. There's no like active engagement. So virtual reality is one of these funky things that actually allows children and teachers alike to be to experience something sitting in the classroom, but having like this wow sort of experience, almost like game sort of experience, or experience something that is like very close to reality. When we were developing this product, we actually again didn't want to make something that we thought was good, so we took it on the road, literally. We took it to 11 countries. We had some vendors that were actually bringing them to specific schools, and within a year, actually, over 1 million students in those 11 countries have already gone through the expedition in their teaching. So we have collected lots and lots of feedback about this product. So, and whenever we noticed that whenever we brought expeditions, we saw lots and lots of engagements for students, and it also empowered teachers as well, because the product is very simple. You don't need a lot to understand a lot about technology to be using this product. So you can see here, you can read some wonderful feedback from teachers and students alike. So we're very excited about the future of this product. The new thing is, the new sort of announcement that we're so excited about is that, like previously, like last year, we actually brought it to specific countries and you couldn't get the product into your school if you wanted. Now we're actually announced just a few weeks ago that we created a Google app, an app you can download it on Google Play. And then the rest of the equipment, it's actually it's open source. You can even make the cardboard devices, or you can use bring your own devices, phones, because the Google Expeditions, which I'll explain a little bit later, it's a packaged product. iOS version is also coming soon. We're working on this. So what is exactly, you might ask, for those who don't know, what is exactly Google Expeditions? You see all the kids and teachers are having this sort of something very simple that looks like a cardboard, and it is a cardboard. It's a little box, and inside there is a phone. The teacher has a tablet which is like a control device. And each it's a set of virtual reality expedition trips, which the teacher takes the students onto a virtual trip. So without leaving the classroom, the children are experiencing a very, very close to reality experience of being in a particular place. So within this product, we have a particular virtual reality scenes, like for example, coral reefs, as you can see on this slide, and then there are annotations for the teacher that the teacher can see, and there's also some sets of questions for the teacher to be asking the students. We now have in the library over 200 of these virtual trips, and because this product is now open, there's lots of other developers who are actually creating more virtual trips. Here you can see that the student, the student is actually looking at the tablet, right? And the teacher is supposed to have the control tablet. But what we noticed in Canada, specifically in one of the schools, was that some teachers decided that they wanted the students to control the expedition. So they, for example, in this particular case, one student was has done his research on soft corals, and then the other student has done his research on hard corals. This was, I suppose, a science subject, and then they did it in turns. So one student brought the whole class onto expedition where he was talking about soft corals, and the other did for hard corals, and then they had a discussion afterwards. So basically, here the students became the guides for the whole virtual reality expedition. That's probably all that I wanted to say about Google Expeditions. As I said, a very, very exciting product, and we made it available for all countries now. The application could be downloaded from Google Play. Another interesting project, product, it's called Google Cast for Education, and it is the product. It is that another product that is making collaboration much easier in the classroom. And in this particular case, we kind of thought, we thought in Google, of course, and also we heard from teachers a lot that they would like to have a wireless screen sharing device or facility. In fact, in 2015, globally, this was the number one request from teachers. So we went on, we thought about it, and we actually created this product, which is called Cast for Education. As you know, like you can see here, a teacher is standing in the classroom. He's standing with his back now at the moment because he's looking at the screen. We know, obviously, and you know as well, that there is most of the schools now have the whiteboard, the smart board, a big projector, which is really hooked up to a teacher's computer, which is usually a laptop, which is a more kind of powerful device. So we decided to change that. Okay, teacher with projector standing with the back to the classroom. So what can we do? We wanted to facilitate that the teachers are more they're more loose. They can give more flexibility to the students as well to be able to project as well onto the screen. So we kind of our engineers got their heads together, and they thought, okay, we could make a device like a hardware device, or what the teachers do want, like wireless experience. So we decided that we will go ahead and create an app it is a software, an application, not a device, which is called Google Cast for Education. So that's how it works. The teacher actually downloads an app. You can see that's a green button in the top or in the bottom left corner there. The teacher opens the Cast for Education app, and then during the setup, teacher invites students or classroom classes to use the device, and then the teacher has full control. So the teacher will be getting a request. Like here, for example, the device is set up, the projector is set up as room 301, and then the teacher, once the teacher sends access to let's say a Google group or individual student or even the whole classroom, the teacher receives, if for example a student wants to share, they have done the project, they're excited, or the teacher asked them already who is the first one to show something to the student is sending a request to the teacher. The teacher receives a quick request saying this student or whatever this group are asking to project, and then the teacher, if there's a few requests coming in, the teacher decides, okay, this one goes first, and then gives access to, and then what happens, the student device then becomes, is projecting wirelessly to the whole class. And then the student is leading with cursor, the student can move, the student can point things, so the student is sitting at his desk, becomes projecting whatever he has on his screen. Just to sum up, it is Cast for Education is a free wireless way and that you teach and learn from everywhere in the classroom. Basically, it doesn't matter where the student sits. So you can cast a video and audio, sound very like wirelessly from any network. There's no additional hardware is required, and then the teachers can invite students and set permissions. And it is integrated very well with Google Classroom. Google Classroom, actually, it's a very hot product. It's very lots of interest for this product. Lots and lots of schools are using it. Millions of students are using it now, and teachers. So we integrated it straight away with Google Classroom. A little bit about quizzes. In Google Forms. This is also a very new product. We think with teachers in heart. We thought that the learning, and again the feedback that we're getting from teachers was that they would like to have more flexibility with using Google Forms, whereby they could be sending quick quizzes through in Google Form, because that would facilitate better learning for students and better teaching as well for teachers, because they will get quick feedback on particular topic very quickly, so you don't need to wait for long for the next test or something. So again, this is a funny slide here showing that teachers have a lot to do, and this is one of the products as well that is helping them to do things easier. Basically, here in this particular case, to do a quick assessment of a particular step, a stage in learning. Here again, I may just briefly touch all the icons that you're seeing here. Hopefully, these are the products that you're very familiar already, like Google Drive, and the docs and slides and sheets and the calendar and all these beautiful things, and the Hangout that we're using now. So we believe that these, and this is what again the feedback that we're getting from teachers and students, that these tools are simple to use, and so it is less teching for them, but like more teaching. So all these products have feedback buttons on them. Just please use them. If you're not happy with any of the products, we have engineers, we have people, product specialists who are looking at your feedback and improving the products as we go. I think I'm running a little bit, no, I'm on time. Okay, so here in introducing a quiz, this is how it looks. If you still haven't looked, I haven't seen the Google form, and the quiz is integrated in the Google form. Google form in Brazil, actually, last year, we had about 250 students doing particular tests at the same time. Actually, they're leaving certificate tests. So in a few municipalities in Brazil, and it just worked without any glitches. We never thought that Google Form would be so widely used in education, but yet it has become a very, very useful tool for teachers and for tests as well. Like in America, for example, it's very, very used extensively in America for testing. But again, every country is different. Again, we just added a new feature, which is allowing a teacher to create quick quizzes in the form, and actually also because it's not in the paper format, obviously, you can also, when you're grading in a very quick form, you can also put some when you see the replies, you can also just add some links or videos explaining kind of more material for the students to look through. This is just a slide showing that the feedback would be provided instantly because it's like Google Form is behind it, and then analysis as well. There's quick insights that the teacher can get very, very quickly. For example, what particular question is not on average now is a weak point for many students, and then adjust the teaching accordingly. Maybe do another lesson with a focus on this particular topic. So quite a useful tool, we find. So again, with this product, we're just getting started. We're working on this, and we're adding new and extra features as we go with this product. On Google Professional Development offer, very, very quickly, we have kind of four offerings on professional development side of things. We have now an online training center with courses that are online, that are localized. In fact, we're actually localizing to your language now as well, because Norway is one of our primary markets. So we can't localize for all the languages, but we do for Norway. The training center actually has quite a few very, very good specific modules that are showing how Google technology can help you in the classroom. They're built on classroom cases. They're not just a learning center where you're like learning about specific tools. No, we revamped it quite recently to make it, okay, if you need something to do in the classroom, what particular tool can help you to do that? So I highly recommend you to go and explore, because it is built on, the Google Course Builder, which is a MOOC, Massive Open Online Course, is behind it. So you will be signing in with your Gmail or like Google Apps account, and you will have a quick profile there, and you will see your progress. The content is totally free, and you can see how you're progressing. If you need something to learn, to catch up on some of the products that you don't really know how to use, or you don't know how useful they are for you in your teaching, you can go and explore that. We also have certifications there. The certifications are not for free. And again, just to give you an indication, we're not making any money on certifications, but we're just the third party who's supporting the whole platform with all the security, because it is like we're receiving the emails, which is very, very secure, has to be stored and saved and handled in very secure manner. So there's a third-party platform that is supporting these exams. So these are just to recover the operational cost of those certification of this exam platform. Then we also have an extensive partner and trainer network. Sometimes we find that there is a big deployment. If it's a university or a big school, they need someone to come and train the teachers on the technologies. So we also have teams who are looking and training some partners who can then like offer the trainings as a service. And then we also have on the grassroots support kind of tool, we also support Google Educator Group communities, which is again, and that program is a platform for teacher development and knowledge sharing. This is how Google Education Training Center looks. This is the web link. Your teams, your IT team have these slides, so all this, the link could be, you could just then get the link, but very simply, if you put on Google, if you put Google Education, you will see the website, and you can just then go down onto your screen to the bottom right corner and change to your language. If it's not yet available, then just wait a little and it will become available. For Norway, we're just releasing it. We're actually trying to contextualize it now. Everything is translated, but we'll be working with some teachers, some volunteers who would be taking a look at the content and letting us know maybe some things are like they do not apply for Norway, or they're just silly, or they don't make sense from your perspective, and we will change that. And those volunteers, by the way, if some of you would like to do that, do let me know within a couple of days, because we're actually looking for volunteers who would be, we will train them how to use Course Builder, and that technology, those contextualizations will be done directly into this platform by some volunteers who choose to do so. The certifications, I think I'm not, okay, the certifications are this educator level 1, which is basic level, and then advanced level, it's educator level 2. The three major themes there were to engage in professional growth and leadership, because some teachers are great leaders as well, and they need to build up as well their leadership skills. So the trainings are actually so that they build your growth and leadership skills, and then they also the next theme is increasing efficiency and saving time in the classroom for the teacher, and then facilitating and inspiring student learning and creativity. The training, I think I mentioned everything. I'm running out of time a little. The sessions are interactive. There's videos. There's quite good content, and you also see that this teacher is logging in with her account, and also you can see how your progress is, and you can download that progress with the exams or certifications if you have them, because the system will remember your profile. So this is just a slide that sums what I've just said. We have two examples: Certified Educator Level 1, Certified Educator Level 2. This is for teachers. And then for those who wish to become trainers, there's a track which is called Google Certified Trainer, and then Google Certified Innovator. That's just like for those leaders who drive big innovative projects, and then they show that they have this project, send it to Google, and then they apply and go to Certified Innovator Academy, which is it's kind of elite pool of teachers who become certified innovators. And this is the last slide that I have. This is just showing Google Educator Group Norway, which is led by Odin Nøsen from Narvik from Randaberg Kommune. Feel free to just, if you go on Google Plus and just say GEG, Google Educator Group Norway, and you'll find this community. You apply. This is a place where teachers, it's peer-to-peer learning. You know something, you post it here, because it could be very, very useful for someone who hasn't done this before. Or sometimes teachers, when they struggling with some sort of technology, and they just sending a little post saying, hey, you know, I am having this problem, you know, how do I go about it? And 10, 15 sometimes teachers jump in and say, this is how we do it, because I've struggled with this, I've solved it. So this is how teachers, this is what you can do on Google Educator Group Norway platform. And there's other communities as well which you can explore. I'm sorry, I ran out of time. So I've done my presentation, and later we'll join for this session with the questions that you might have. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Gulnara. That was very interesting to hear. Lots of information, and lots of information to digest. So hopefully you will get some questions also from the shared sheet, which is shared with everyone. You took us through Google Expeditions, Google Cast for Education, Google Classroom, Google Quiz in Forms, and very interesting to hear about the Google training and the certification program you have. Thanks a lot, thanks again, and we will have a 5 minutes break from here and set up the next session. And all the schools will need to find the next link on their sheet and click into that YouTube link. So thank you for now, and we will be back in 5 minutes.